right, so our story is called I Don't Want to Be a Fish. Once upon a time, in a huge ocean, there lived a small fish named Timothy. Timothy's mother told him to stay away from the sandy coast. She told him that it was not safe there. There were humans there. Even worse, there were birds. Timothy always went down to the sandy coast anyway. He loved to watch the crabs walk on the sand all day. He thought that it would be so neat to have legs. The crabs could move quickly. Timothy wanted to be a crab. Timothy's grandma once told him that there was a magical oyster that could grant wishes. She said that if he brought the oyster a purple starfish, a piece of coral, and a feather from a bird, it would grant him a wish. Timothy worked for weeks getting the 3 items. Then he took them to the oyster. The oyster asked Timothy about his wish. "I'm tired of being a fish. I want to be a crab," Timothy said. "Are you sure? You may be sorry you made this wish," the oyster said. "I'm sure," Timothy said. Suddenly, Timothy was crawling around with the crabs. He could run quickly. He was so glad that he had legs. Having legs made him so happy. But then, out of nowhere, a big group of seabirds came swooping down. Timothy ran as fast as he could. The birds came down to grab at him again. He ran the other way to get away. He was very scared. The birds flew down to get him again and again. "Help! What do I do?" Timothy yelled. "There's nothing you can do. We run back and forth all day to get away from the birds so that they don't eat us," said one of the crabs yelled. Timothy could not believe this. All this time he had thought that the crabs had run because they just loved their legs. However, they were running so that they didn't get eaten. Timothy began to cry. He missed his mother and grandmother. He missed swimming in the ocean. He missed feeling safe. "I made a big mistake. My life as a fish was great. I don't want to be a crab anymore. I want to be a fish," Timothy cried. In a flash, Timothy was back in the ocean and swimming around. He was so thankful. He began swimming home to find his mom and grandma and give them a big hug. He was so happy to be home. He was so glad to be given a second chance.